The 2017 NBA draft is just a month away, and the NBA lottery was just a few days ago. With the 14 lottery picks set, I'm here to give you guys my early NBA 2017 draft predictions. My name is Joshua Enviers. Let's get started. With the first overall pick in the 2017 NBA draft, I have the Boston Celtics selecting Markelle Fultz out of Washington. The Boston Celtics necessarily don't need another point guard. They're lacking in the bigs department, and this draft class doesn't necessarily have a first overall draft pick big that you would want to pick. And there's also the factor that they already have their all-star point guard in Isaiah Thomas, who is nothing but buckets. But when it comes to defense, he's not really the best known defender. Plus, he's also going to be a free agent next offseason. I don't know if you want to pay him a max contract to stay with the Boston Celtics for long term. Markelle Fultz is a safe pick at number 1 for the Boston Celtics if they do decide to keep the pick. A backup option could be Lonzo Ball. The Celtics could be as petty as 2K YouTubers and say, hey, Lakers, if you want Lonzo Ball, give us a trade offer. With the second pick, I have the Lakers taking Lonzo Ball. It's like LeVar spoke it into existence or the NBA lottery is rigged. It's not like they don't show the lottery balls on live television. They do that behind the scenes. It can't be rigged. I trust that envelope, and I trust that the Lakers will select Lonzo Ball if he is available. If not, then obviously you pick Markelle Fultz. Slide over D'Angelo Russell to the 2-guard position and don't trade away your young core. I know the Lakers are tempted to trade away their young core players for a guy like Paul George or a superstar that can take them over the top and push them back into the playoffs. But slow and steady wins the race, and I feel like trading for a guy like Paul George, giving up a young piece, isn't the best for your future. With the third pick, I have the Philadelphia 76ers drafting Josh Jackson out of Kansas. The Sixers are known to take the best available player for at least the past few years, no matter the position. I know the Sixers just drafted Ben Simmons last year, the same position that Josh Jackson can play, and I know they don't have that much shooting. There's a lot of rumblings saying they need some shooting. I mean, the Sixers already have enough shooting as it is. They have Sauce Castillo on the team. Nick Stauskas. That's a joke. Don't take it seriously. But Jackson can eventually become a perfect 3-and-D guy for the Philadelphia 76ers. Or possibly even something more, but looking towards the future, somebody has to guard the opposing team's best player, and I feel like Jackson could eventually do that. With Ben Simmons playing a more point-forward play style next season, if the Sixers don't select Josh Jackson, they could always look at a backup option in Jason Tatum. With the 4th overall pick, I have the Phoenix Suns selecting Jason Tatum. The Suns really got bent over when it comes to the draft lottery odds. I mean, they were the second worst team this season record-wise, and they fell out of the top 3 into the top 4. You know, they could have had a guy like Lonzo Ball with the 2nd pick, or even Josh Jackson with the 3rd pick. Personally, I feel like Josh Jackson would be a perfect fit for this Phoenix Suns team, but I don't see him falling to the 4th pick. So the Suns are going to have to settle for the 2nd best small forward in this draft and pick Jason Tatum, because they definitely don't need to draft another guard, so I guess Jason Tatum is going to have to do. With the 5th pick in the NBA draft, I have the Sacramento Kings selecting De'Aaron Fox out of Kentucky. This 5th pick, I feel like it's a match made in heaven for both of them, considering the Kings need a point guard. The Kings actually needed a lot of things, but they definitely need a point guard for the future to pair up with Buddy Hield. Hopefully the Sacramento Kings don't do a Sacramento Kings bonehead move by trading down for 2 lower draft picks like they did last year. Fingers crossed, the Kings learned their lesson and they're now going to try to be a good franchise and draft well. But if Fox somehow isn't here at number 5, the Kings should definitely